We've got another one, folks. We have another one. So before we get into what that another one is, this is Jimmy G in the place to be, bringing you back another episode of The Good, The Bad, The Awesome, where we unbox, give my first reaction to all things pop culture, mainly Star Wars, Transformers, McFarlane figures, anime, sprinkled in with a bunch of other stuff. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe, get notified when we have all sorts of really good videos. If you are a member, you'll see these videos way before anyone else does when they post and things like that. So that's one of the perks of being a member of the Jimmy G fan club of The Good, The Bad, The Awesome. But today we got a new challenger approaches. You've seen my 3-0 Gojo. You've seen my SH Figuarts Gojo. You've seen my Anime Heroes Gojo. Well, I've got another SH Figuarts Gojo, but this one's from Jujutsu Kaisen 0. So we're going to take a look at this one, see if the parts interchange with the other Gojo that I have, and see if this is the one to go with, or you should go with something else, like the Figma or whatever it may be. Let's do it. Here we go, folks. It is Jujutsu Kaisen 0 Satoru Gojo. And like I said, y'all have seen my other Gojo battle. A lot of y'all have seen that. That one was my most popular video to date, and seen kind of the differences between Anime Heroes Gojo and the original Satoru Gojo from SH Figuarts. So this one is from Jujutsu Kaisen 0, which is the movie prequel. So the order you should, there's an order you should watch Jujutsu Kaisen. If you don't watch it in the way it was released, you'd watch the first season of Jujutsu Kaisen, then Jujutsu Kaisen 0, and then the second season of Jujutsu Kaisen. If you want to watch it in chronological order, then you would go to Hidden Inventory and Premature Death, which is the first 4 episodes of season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen, then Jujutsu Kaisen 0, and then Jujutsu Kaisen season 1, and then the rest of the season of Jujutsu Kaisen season 2. But we won't get into all that. I would say the best way to watch it is first season, the movie Jujutsu Kaisen 0, and then watch the second season, because it'll all make sense, and really cool stuff. Kind of like what you would do with Star Wars. You watch episodes 4, 5, and 6, and then you watch 1, 2, and 3, and then go into 7, 8, 9 on that. But this is him. This is the other one. They have one more. SH Figuarts has one more Gojo, and that is from the Hidden Inventory Premature Death one, which I'm hoping to get. I'll put a picture of it up above. I've got it on pre-order, so I'm just waiting for it to come in. I would also love to get the Figma one, so sometime down the road I may get that one, as well as the ASMUS Asmus Gojo 2 as well on that. So we can compare them all and kind of give you my final thoughts on all of them. But right now you're going to get my thoughts on the 0 one. We're going to see if the accessories are interchangeable between the other one, and go from there and see if y'all like it. But here it is. Here's the front of the box. One of the things that drew me to it was that you do have holo red, which is cool. Awesome. You got this side of the box, the back of the box, so you can kind of see all the different things. And I kind of noticed that it might be a little difference in the uniform there, so we'll see that here in just a moment. And then the side of the box here. But let's do this. Let's go ahead, get it out of the box, and get it onto the table. Out of the box and onto my table. Here he is, out of the box onto my table, standing tall, standing proud, standing who he is and what he does. It is the strongest Jujutsu sorcerer of the present, Satoru Gojo. Now, if you start getting into the manga and things like that, there are some spoilers. I will not tell you what happens, but yeah, anyway, but here he is and all of his accessories and all of his glory. And so you do get a few different faceplates here. So 1, 2, like with there, and then this third one with his eye peeking out right there. You also get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 sets of hands, or not sets, 13 hands. This is just a full set right there. Really nice plastic here. And then of course you do get his hollow red effect, which goes onto one of the sets of hands, and we'll have to find it. It's the one with the hole in it. So we'll see which one has, there it is. there's the one with the hole in it. So this will go, it has just one way it can go in, I believe, and that is like so. Let's get that in there. Having a tough time getting it in there. That's what he said. Let's see here. I'll get it in there later. There we go. That's what he said as well. But this, and then of course you do get the figure, which is standing here, standing proud and tall with me. He has this white stuff, but that's just like from manufacturer. You just get a like a little wet cloth or something like that to kind of get that off. All of them do have some sort of like just kind of like white, just blah. Some people may think it's like moldy mold stuff, but it's not. It's just manufactured plastic kind of stuff on it. But there he is. Matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? Well, I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to get him cleaned up a little bit. How's that sound? Okay, he's cleaned back up, ready to do battle and things like that. Just use a little duster rag. From a height standpoint, what you're looking at is about 6.5 inches on this guy. And so you can kind of see in the back, I have all my Gojos. So we're going to bring back in the ones that we had the battle with. And let me bring him to the side so you can kind of see just from a comparison. So this is the Season 1 Jujutsu Kaisen Gojo, and this is the Anime Heroes Gojo right there, so you can kind of see them side by side. It's interesting because of his hair, he's a tad taller than the Season 1 Gojo on that, but that's okay. But we will get into some articulation and we'll get into some better looks at these Jujutsu Kaisen Zero Gojo. But like I said, we'll see if any of the accessories from the Season 1. Now, the interesting thing on the accessories from the Season 1, so this is the color. I don't know if you can see the color of the hand here versus the color of the hand here. So this hand is a lot brighter yellow. This one's kind of a duller color. And I don't know if they just changed the plastic or something like that, but you can tell there's a color difference right there. So that's going to be kind of an interesting kind of like just kind of comparison right there to be able to see if we can put all that stuff on. But yeah, that's them all in a row here. Let's move you two back just a hair and move you to the front because you are the main event, Satoru. I need to get Geto. So Suguru Geto, I need to get him. So he's next on my list to get, as well as Toto on that too as well. But here he is, his head, his face, you can kind of see just from a detail standpoint. I mean, which Gojo do you like? Do you like him better with the black, the black headband right here, or the white on that? So with the white bandages and things like that. Some of y'all may be like, why does he cover his eyes? It's because of his he was born with the 6 eyes, which is basically only one person in the Gojo clan can have that, and so it was him. And with that 6 eyes and that limitless technique that he has, that makes him super, super powerful. And that 6 eyes, he can see everything. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Satoru Gojo's coming to town. So, but that's him. So we'll kind of show you here. And you can kind of see from a uniform standpoint, this one's a little bit brighter, not much. I mean, I don't know if it shows up in the camera, but this just has a little bit more brightness to it than this one right here. And again, the face and the finish on this one seems to be a little bit duller on that than this one here. But that is him to the side, to the side, to the back, to the side, and to the front. And then from an articulation, just like every figure arts, you get lots and lots of articulation. The arm, you get this right here. You also get this right here. You get the twist in here. You also get the twist here. You get the 90-degree bend right there. So you can get a lot of really cool poses out of these guys here. Top, waist, and then you also have the bottom waist crunch. It's covered up by his uniform. And then, of course, you do have the leg. Again, their joints are really, really nice. They do a really, really good job of it. But you can kind of get that splitted out a little bit. You got more than a 90-degree bend. You do have a twist at there. You got a twist here. And then, of course, there's a lot of movement right there, too, as well. So you can get him really, really gnarly kind of, and his foot just came off. So these are just a little tender. So you guys can be careful with your SH Figuarts because you can break them pretty easily if you don't watch out. That's why they're not. They are action figures you can kind of play with and pose and stuff like that, but they're more for display and having fun with. So with this, let's take off his head just like you normally would do. You just kind of pull that off like so, and then you got that looking weird right there. And let's put on his one with his eye peeking out. How about that? That would be kind of cool, right? There we go. And so we'll get that. And it goes on a little different. There's 2 holes up there. So you're going to pop that kind of up here, like so. Say you're going to pop it on there. So this is a little tough here. Maybe I should have pulled his head off. Does his hair split too? No. It does not. Come on. There we go. There we are. So now we got that, and then of course the hands just kind of, I like to twist. I like doing the twist method to kind of pop those off, and then we can pick a different hand to put there. We can do. Let's do. Gotta make sure you have the right hand. That's the thing. Sometimes I put the wrong hands on him, so we want to make sure we have the right one. Let's put that one on there. See how that looks. See how that looks. Come on, Gojo. But yeah, there we go. The claw. But yeah, that face right there with his nice blue eye looks awesome. Now, as far as putting on any other headdress or anything like that, so let's try this. So I've got all of the regular original Jujutsu Kaisen SH Figuarts accessories. I don't know if you can see. Let me pop my camera down a little bit. Right there. So these are the ones for Zero. These are the ones for the regular. So let's see. I wonder if I pop this head piece off, if I can put this one on and see what that looks like. Oh, you can't. And I'll show you why. You can kind of see here. There's a change there, right there. But I bet you could pop the whole head off. Let's see here. Boom. And then pop this head on. There we go. And it's like, oh, his brains came out. Oh my gosh. Let's pop that head on. Pop it on. There we go. But if I wanted to, it looks like I can pop and interchange heads here. So if I wanted to have the different Gojo head, I could. Yes. Interchangeable accessories. Nice. But the only problem is, again, the color doesn't match. That right there is kind of tough. So let's get that head back on here. Let's put in a different face. Let's do the kind of his angry, screaming face. There we go. There we go. So cool. So yes, you could interchange the accessories, but what you're going to probably want to do is interchange not only the head, but you'll probably want to also interchange, you'll want to kind of do a change on the hands and stuff too, so that way it all matches. Now this kind of bugs me a little bit. It just doesn't match up quite right there. So, but you know, I may not just have it in all the way like it should be, but there we go. So which Gojo do you like? Do you like original or a little bit younger, a little bit stupider, a little bit wiser? I don't know. Which Gojo is your favorite? Between them, these two right here, I am still going to go probably with this guy here, just for the fact that I do have the full blue eyes, even though the 6 eyes look here, even though with this, I have more hand options. So, but yeah, that's probably the one I would go with. Of course, Anime Heroes, if you're on a budget, is going to be a much better deal than SH Figuarts, because this one's going to cost you, I've seen this one now starting to skyrocket up to about $100. He's going to be anywhere from $65 to $85. He's $20 on that. And then Figma, which I know everyone keeps telling me Figma is the best. Figma is the best. You pay $150 right now for Figma to be the best, and so I just don't have that. So Figuarts right now is going to have to do it for me. And then if you look way back in the back, I don't know if you can kind of see right over there. There you are. Yep, there is the 3-0 Gojo. So if you want a really big one, you can get him on that. So let's do this. Let's get him in some different poses, all sorts of good stuff like that, and give you my final thoughts on Satoru Gojo. Oh, by the way, if you do collect the Figuarts 0 one, there are 3 of those characters. So you got Gojo, and then of course you have his student in Jujutsu Kaisen 0, Yuta Okatsu, right there. And then of course the other figure that they have is Suguru Geto, which I don't have yet. And then I hope down the road they release Togi, Maki, Zenin, and they start releasing some of the others like Mahito and Nanami. All that would be great. I mean, just to be able to have the whole cast. But yeah, let's get back together for some of my final thoughts on this Satoru Gojo. So let's bring back Satoru Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen 0 for my final thoughts. Here he is. This is the pose I'm going to keep him in. If you don't remember the scene, there was a scene where this like cursed beast was coming at him. He just went bloop and gave them the reverse curse technique, hollow red. And so I think that's the way I'm going to keep him. As long as I can keep his face on really good. Now I found out that there are more holding points to put the head in. There's this side and this side too, as well as the top, but getting them all lined up, it's a booger bear. It's a little difficult, and it just doesn't like to stay. So we just kind of play with it and make it do its thing. But I mean, it's a really good figure. I mean, overall, just a really nice figure. Now, between this one and the original one, which one's my favorite? I'm going to have to go with this one here. The original one that I reviewed is still going to be my favorite. I think it feels a little bit better in the hands. I do like the facial expressions and stuff much better than this one here. You can tell he's a little bit older, more mature as the modern sorcerer. But this one, again, is a very close second. Now, if you are on a budget, don't forget Anime Heroes does have their Gojo for about $20 that you can pick them up for. This one, like I was able to get him on a really good deal on Mercari for about like $60. But you can find him from anywhere from like $60 to $85. This one's starting to become a little bit harder to get a hold of on that. But I can't wait to get the hidden inventory premature death Gojo, which is him in his Jujutsu Kaisen school days, and be able to put him in the pose, you know, that throughout heaven and earth, I alone am the honored one. You know, that little saying there, where he goes a little butt crazy on Toji on that. So, but this is still, it's a really nice, there it is, reverse curse technique, hollow red. Man, you don't want to be hit with that. You don't want to be hit with hollow blue, hollow red, hollow purple, hollow whatever colors. You just don't want to be hit with that. But on a scale of good, bad, awesome, I would give this a awesome right here. I love this figure. I love all of these figures. Gojo's my man, and you know, I'll just say this in Jujutsu Kaisen. This is, I guess, it may be a spoiler, it may not be. Just don't get attached to anybody. Just don't. It's like Game of Thrones. Just don't get attached. Just, you know. Just don't get attached to them. Please. Just don't. There's people holding out hope, but, you know, a little bit of hope is better than no hope. I guess, but Gojo, he's the man. I think he's awesome. I think he's pretty cool. He's overpowered. He's one of those characters that you would have to nerf in like Fortnite and things like that. But that is him. That is it. I've got a few more SH Figuarts Jujutsu Kaisen figures that I will be reviewing. So stay tuned for those. And then also don't forget, Tuesday I'm going to be on with Patriot Prime on his first Sitwell. I'll put a link to that down below, so make sure you tune into that. I'm excited about that. It's the first time I've been on a live. It'll be cool, all that. But yeah, that's Gojo. I like Gojo. Mojo Gojo. So tune in next time when we do review something else good, bad, or awesome. But in the meantime, y'all remember, stay young, have fun, and be awesome. Domain expansion. End of this video.